All right, so let's go ahead and pull up that guy you know. All right, how you doing? How you doing? All right, I can hear you good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. So, yeah, I think your argument is very, very convincing. The more you show how dialed in you have Mega Live, so that thing,
Gotcha.
you've really got it dialed in. I know one thing that I see is that on Mega Live, I mean on 360, I just sit it and forget it. And
Gotcha.
sometimes Mega Live, depending on the cove I'm in or the area of the lake I'm in, sometimes I'm spending a lot of time dialing the settings. So I'm still on the 360 as number
Gotcha.
one, but boy, Mega Live's a close second, and you're working on changing my mind every day.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, what you are saying, I was diehard Mega 360. Even when the guys that I was competing against had live scope, I was like, hey, I can still beat you this and that. But do you have Mega Live?
I have both, yeah.
Okay, so you do have both. For
Yeah.
me, until I actually saw what it does for myself, I did not understand what they were trying to explain to me until I actually saw it. But once I saw it, it started changing over for me really fast because I knew the capabilities of 360. I was real good with the 360. But once I saw that Mega Live, and the more that I used it, and I saw that I can still locate and see things on the 360. And I do have a video where I show how you can set up that Mega 360s by just using the boat ramp and the curb and just the different pieces of structure that you see at the ramp itself. Once I was able to kind of compare those two and go, and I would see something on that 360, so I would know for sure what I'm looking at, and then I could point that Mega Live at it, and I can see, even though it's hard to tell on there, but once your eyes are in tune with being able to locate that structure or rocks or whatever, you can go straight down a cove, and as you're going down that cove, just take your foot off of the power on the trolling motor, and as the boat is coasting, just scan. All you're doing is just you're not on there, so that if you're as you're turning, it's making the boat swing back and forth. You're just going straight, but with no foot. The foot isn't on the power, but you're just scanning that thing. You can scan it all the way around if you want. But with that Mega Live, as soon as you see that blip on the screen, you know that that is something there. You follow what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like you can still have that capability. But I can, believe me, I understand about the ease of that 360 already doing that work for you.
Yeah, and I think about I've gotten, caught in some high winds and current and all of those, and Mega Live on the trolling motor itself. Sometimes, I've had a little bit of an issue, right? Trying to put spot lock on
Oh
and
yeah,
keep it pointed in the right direction. So
definitely, definitely. And in one of those clips, I kind of showed that where it was kind of scanning around. But what I found is you can line the boat up to where whichever way the current is kind of, or the wind is pushing you,
yeah,
whenever that spot lock is on and it's moving, all you need, as soon as it points where that structure or cover is that you need to cast to, when it's scanning back and forth, as soon as you see it, point in the area that you need. But if you have the 360, you don't even have to wait for that. You already have a waypoint there. You already know where to cast to.
sure.
But without it, you would still be able to, as it's sweeping back and forth with the Mega Live on the trolling motor, you would still be able to get that cast out there and hit that target.
I guess
But
I'm gonna change my vote to both. Both.
so
There's no
look,
option.
so you're doing the trans. That was my transition. I was 360, then I eased on over to both, and then I was like, man, if I had to pick one, and the guys that used to hear me talk about that 360 all the time, they were surprised when I told them. I was like, yeah, man, I have to go with that live imaging over the 360 if I only had one, because now with the amount of time that I have spent with it, I know that I can get it to, I would say, if the what the Mega 360 does is at 100% of what it does, I can get that Mega Live, I would say, close to around that 90% of being able to do all of the same things. Once I'm able to, like I said, have my eyes tuned in to where I can see what that cover looks like, what ditches look like, what all of those different things that you can see with the Mega 360. Yeah, so it's a good deal.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so do you have any other questions, comments, or anything?
No, I'm good. I
All right.
appreciate the
Well, hey,
information,
I
though. You really
appreciate finally seeing the face to go with the name. I
had it.
appreciate you supporting the channel. It's having a good time, guys.
Yeah.
All
Will.
right.
Thanks.
All right. Appreciate it.